opened my eyes again, I heard the enemies breaking into the villa. The loud crash of the heavy iron gate being rammed open jolted me back from the verge of death. I tightly held back my panicked mother who wanted to rush out to check.
What's going on? Follow me. Hurry up.
I locked the door, gasped for breath.
Help me push this against the door now!
Gigi, what are you doing? There are bodyguards at home. What are you afraid of?
She had no idea that my brother had taken away every single bodyguard just for his beloved mistress.
Mom, brother took all the bodyguards. There are only the two of us at home now.
Mother froze in shock, unable to believe her steady and sensible son could act so recklessly.
What is the status of our Liu family? Shikyunji has always been the top priority. How could all the party sent out? That's impossible!
But seeing my deathly pale face, she had no choice but to believe me.
Hurry! Call your brother and tell him to come back immediately!
Mother urged in a trembling voice. I said nothing. I dialed the police hotline, briefly and urgently stating our situation and address. I dared not pin all hopes of rescue on my brother, for in my past life, he returned far too late, causing Mother to miss the best chance of treatment and pass away. After hanging up, my heart sank. Heavy snow had blocked all roads these days. Our villa stood halfway up the mountain, quite a distance from the nearest police station. I dared not imagine what would happen before the police arrived. I instinctively leaned against the wardrobe, overwhelming fear flooding my heart. At this moment, Mother finally got through to my brother.
Kufong, come back quickly! There are intruders in the house!
Alright, Mom. Stop making up lies. I'm still celebrating Minlin's birthday here. I'll be back tomorrow.
I'm not lying to you! There really are intruders! Come back quickly or you'll be waiting to collect our bodies!
I know you don't like Minlin, but you don't have to make up such faiyan to scab me. Also, Lithuania don't players any regular. I won't be fooled again.
Hearing this, my heart turned completely cold. It seemed my brother had also been reborn. But why did he think all this was a lie I fabricated? In our past life, he had witnessed firsthand how those thugs tortured Mother and me. How could he be so cold and indifferent this time? Was it all just because of Sui Minlin? All because of her casual remark that I had done it on purpose? Heavy footsteps drew closer until someone stood right outside the door. The door was then slammed even harder, and the wardrobe scraped harshly across the floor. We watched helplessly as our makeshift barrier began to give way, until there was a sharp crack. A plank on the corner of the wardrobe split open, leaving a wide gap right before our eyes. A hoarse laugh came from outside.
You are indeed here.
I stepped in front of Mother and slowly backed toward the bed. Staring at the widening crack of light, I was overwhelmed by helplessness without any weapons, cold sweat dripping down my forehead. Soon the door was forced open with a shrill scraping sound that pierced our ears. A pair of dirty boots stepped inside.
You think blocking the door can save you? I don't have the patience for long games.
Its cold glint reflecting off his grimy knuckles. His greedy, disgusting gaze locked onto me. His greedy, disgusting gaze locked onto me, cold and venomous.
Not that bad. I didn't expect your beautiful young lady to be here.
Oh! Don't touch her!
I gritted my teeth and suppressed the surging despair in my chest, whispering softly to her.
Mom, no matter what happens, don't interfere. Step back. There's a trampoline outside. Each children down should cushion the impact. Then run to the Pace next house and tell Pace Jersey. Tell her to bring me into safe one.
The man brandishing the dagger drew closer and closer, leaving us with no time left. I had already suffered endless torment in my past life.
Gigi, how can I leave you behind?
I firmly gripped her wrist tightly.
Listen to me. Just jump down and run to the Pace house quickly. As long as you are alive, everything is possible.
Just then, the man pushed aside the wobbling wardrobe and advanced toward us.
Mom, jump quickly!
Yet Mother suddenly darted straight toward him. She clung tightly to his arms and pulled hard, trying to drag him backward.
Gigi, quickly run!
I won't let them lay a hand on you. Her voice was choked with sobs yet filled with unyielding resolve. I screamed in utter horror. I watched helplessly as the man raised his arm and drove the dagger ruthlessly into her back without the slightest hesitation. The sudden splash of red burned itself into my mind, shattering all my senses amid shock. Gasping in agony, Mother still held fast to his waist, shouting urgently at me. Jump!
Jump! Jump quickly! Mom won't allow you to hesitate!
It felt as if all the blood in my body had turned icy cold, yet the instinct to survive surged within me. Standing my ground was nothing but a losing battle. I rushed to the windowsill and jumped down without a second thought. I landed hard on the trampoline, its violent bounce sending a sharp piercing pain shooting from my ankles all the way up my calves. There was no time to rest. I gritted my teeth, struggled to my feet, and sprinted toward the neighboring Pei household with all my strength. I paid no heed to my frostbitten feet, raw and bleeding from trudging through the snow, only pushing myself to keep running nonstop. Though it was called the next-door residence, it was actually a full kilometer away. Frigid air stung my throat, yet I dared not slow down. I knew full well there was far more than just one intruder that broke into the house in my past life. I finally collapsed in front of the iron gate of the Pei mansion.
Pei-Shu-Jer! Open the door! Help! There are intruders in my house! Please save my mom!
At last, the iron gate creaked open, and Pei Yuzi stood there frowning. He was wrapped in an extra warm cashmere coat, yet his face held not an ounce of warmth. Looking down at me kneeling in the snow, he spoke slowly.
Lu Guiji, your acting skills have improved quite a bit recently.
Pei-Shu-Jer! I'm not messing around, and I'm not joke. My mom's life is hanging by a thread right now. Please send someone with me to save my mom.
If your brother hadn't told me that you would pull some home invasion trick out of jealousy of Minling, I would have actually believed you.
Don't listen to my brother. This is real. I already called the police just now, but they haven't arrived yet. Please! My mom was stabbed, and she can't hold on much longer.
I had no idea if those three thugs would take their anger out on Mother afterward. Mother and I fought desperately, ending up covered all over in wounds. I suffered severe injuries, and Mother was even reduced to a vegetative state. Having been reborn, I could never let her die because of me again. I pulled out my phone to show him the police call record, but he still refused to believe me.
You're going all out this time, huh? You actually called the police? Staging a home invasion? This self-inflicted suffering act is so convincing, I almost believed you. I have to admire your perseverance.
Pei-Shu-Jer! Are you crazy? This is real!
Yet my desperate shout failed to win his trust. He turned to leave, but I grabbed him tightly.
Please, my mom really needs help. If you don't go now, she might die. She will really die.
Lu Guiji, your girls Tublitel will ignore you and make troubles.
His indifference pierced straight into my heart. Before Sui Minlin appeared, Pei Yuzi had been my childhood sweetheart, always gentle and considerate towards me. After we got engaged, he doted on me endlessly. Yet everything changed the moment that woman showed up. Pei Yuzi grew colder and colder toward me, and even my own brother began to keep his distance. He had done countless foolish things just to please Sui Minlin. Merely because another company shared the same name as Sui Minlin's pet dog, he deliberately ruined that business, which eventually brought this disaster upon our family. I knelt helplessly in the snow, begging repeatedly. Pei Yuzi, I'm begging you. Just take people over to my house and take a look, please.
Even if you want to break off the engagement, it's okay, please.
I was on the verge of total despair. I prayed over and over in my heart, hoping he still had a shred of conscience left. The butler beside him, who had watched me grow up since childhood, could not bear to see me like this.
Young master, please take someone to check. Miss Jeeger Reeger would never lie about such things.
Pei Yuzi hesitated for a moment. Seizing the chance, I kept kowtowing to him. My forehead hit the icy ground again, and again with dull.
Please, please, save my mom.
I'll take someone to check. But Lu Guiji, if this is really a self-directed and self-added farce, I will make you pay the price.
I instantly lifted my head, a glimmer of hope flaring in my eyes. No matter what, he was willing to go. He was about to call several bodyguards, when his phone rang out of the blue. It was my brother.
Has Lu Guiji gone to you? Don't listen to her. Someone just called me with Mom's phone threatening to kill someone. It's so funny.
I felt as if I had fallen into an icy abyss, every drop of blood in my body seeming to freeze solid. I never thought my elder brother, who once vowed to protect me for a lifetime, could be this heartless. For the sake of another woman, he ignored our mother's safety, and turned a deaf ear to all my pleas. Rage and terror tangled inside me.
That's just your trick to seize power. I asked you at House of Fan there, everything is fine. You are a ruthless and venomous person. I won't believe you this is. If anything happened to Ma, it's your own fault.
My heart turned utterly cold. Aunt Leo had gone back to her hometown on leave a week ago. There was no way she could know what was going on at home. I was about to argue back when the line went dead with a series of busy tones. Pei Yuzi's expression darkened completely. He glared at me with disgust.
You were lying after all! Someone break her legs and teach her a lesson!
Several bodyguards stepped forward, ready to seize me. Bearing the sharp pain in my legs,
Don't you dare! When my dad comes back, I won't let any of you off!
the bodyguards exchanged uneasy glances, hesitating to make a move. Pei Yuzi sneered, picked up a baseball bat casually and walked straight up to me. He looked down at me haughtily, his eyes filled with mockery and disdain.
They don't dare. But I do.
I stared at him in despair. All the past tenderness and affection felt like nothing but an illusory dream. I could not bring myself to believe he would treat me like this. I shrank back in fear, only to be kicked heavily to the ground by him. A searing pain burst in my abdomen before I could even recover from the shock. He struck my already injured left leg hard with a stick. I let out a shrill scream, my body trembling violently. The piercing pain nearly made me pass out. Yet he just stood aside indifferently.
This is the price for lying to me.
Just then, my phone rang. He bent down to pick up the phone, a mocking smile curling up at the corner of his mouth.
Let me see who's calling this time.
Hello, is this Luma who called the police? We've arrived at your house. Your mother is in critical condition and needs urgent medical care.
The police officer's voice came clearly over the phone, and the smile on Paisley's face froze instantly.
Something really happened to her family. Auntie badly hurt.
I knew from Paisley's question that the police must have called. I struggled to get up from the ground despite the severe pain, snatched the phone, and then fell heavily back down. Ignoring my injuries, I asked anxiously into the phone.
Officer, how is my mom? Where is she hurt?
Her injuries are severe, mainly head and abdomen, with massive blood loss. We're rushing her to the hospital. Please come as soon as possible.
Hearing the news that my mother was seriously injured, my heart ached as if torn apart. I bit my lip hard, unable to hold back my tears. Paisley fell silent. After a long while, he spoke with a hint of regret in his tone.
Gigi, I'm sorry, I wronged you.
What's the use of saying sorry now? My mom's life is on the line!
He walked up to me, squatted down and tried to help me stand up.
I'll take you to the hospital.
Don't touch me! You make me sick! Thank goodness the police arrived. Payshuger, just you wait! When this is over, I will break off the ingredient. I will never marry a heartlessly bastard!
His hand froze midair, a flicker of hurt crossing his eyes. I struggled to my feet and limped outside. He hurried after me and held my arm.
Don't be winching. I was wrong. You're here, there's cars. With that, we'll get to hospital.
I kept a stern face and no longer refused Paisley's support. My mother was in critical condition, and I had no desire to waste time on trivial matters. Sharp, piercing pain swept over me in waves. I bit my lower lip hard just to stay conscious. If anything terrible happened to my mother, I dared not think further, overwhelmed by a strong sense of guilt. Along the way, Paisley tried to speak several times, but I cut him off each time.
Drive faster!
I urged the driver, my eyes fixed tightly on the rapidly receding scenery outside the window. He tried to comfort me, but I turned him down.
Stop being hypocritical. I don't want to hear it.
He opened his mouth yet said nothing, staring blankly at me. His eyes held a rare trace of regret, but I had no intention of forgiving him. Paisley shifted his gaze from my stern profile to my legs.
Your leg. You're bleeding a lot.
Thanks to you, my leg is probably ruined.
His expression darkened, instantly pressing his lips tight. He growled at the driver.
Hurry!
When I arrived at the hospital, I clung tightly to the car door and struggled to get out. As the nurses came over to dress my wounds, I pushed them away sharply.
Where's my mom's operating room? Her name is Yeoman. The third operating room on the east side is in rescue.
Before she could finish speaking, I dragged my aching body and ran over there, staggering as if I might fall at any moment.
Ginger, slow down.
Get lost! If you hadn't refused to help, my mom wouldn't be like this! Stop your hypothetical pity!
The guilt on his face turned into undisguised agony, which only struck me as hypocritical. Bearing a tearing pain all over my body, I dragged my injured leg and rushed towards the operating room door. The operating room lights were on, and nothing could be seen clearly inside the door. I clenched my fists and stood stiffly outside, my whole body taut like a string on the verge of snapping. Silent footsteps came from behind, and Paisley followed me.
Gigi, your leg is badly hurt. Let the doctor check it first, at least. If you need a dressing change, I can watch the surgery for you.
Don't flatter yourself. I don't trust you at all.
His face paled, and he finally fell silent. Paisley stood beside me and called my brother Luke Yufeng, urging him to come back. The corridor was utterly quiet, and I could even hear my brother's impatient voice from the other end of the phone.
Even you believe Lou Gujer's lies? She has loved lying since childhood. She made up such a ridiculous excuse to trick me back.
Come back quickly. There are real gangsters. Your mother and sister are injured.
All right, I have time to save them after watching the meteor shower with Minlin. Besides, Lou Gujer's minor injuries won't kill her.
After saying that, he hung up the phone, unwilling to give up. Paisley called again, only to be greeted by a cold automated voice prompt.
The number you dialed is powered off.
Paisley fetched a doctor, who dressed my wounds right outside the operating room. After examination, the doctor told me that my left leg was fractured, and I had multiple soft tissue injuries. He looked at me guiltily, his eyes filled with remorse. Yet I did not bother to glance back, staring fixedly at the operating room door instead. In the small hours of the night, the lights in the operating room finally went out. The doctor walked out exhaustedly, and told me that my mother had been sent to hospital in time. Her life was saved, yet she would need careful recuperation from then on. I could no longer hold back and burst into tears, covering my face. Fortunately, Mother survived. My taut nerves finally relaxed. Everything went black before my eyes, and I passed out. I was woken up by noises the next morning. When I opened my eyes, I saw my elder brother standing beside my hospital bed, yelling at me sharply.
Look at the mess you've made. You think this is a game? You even had someone smash the house to make it real? You're going too far. Do you know that incident was on the news yesterday? You really disgraced our family.
Don't blame Juju. She just hates you.
Before I could say a word, my brother rushed over and slapped me hard across the face.
Dad is not here. I'll discipline you for him.
My face burned with pain, and I stared at him. In disbelief, I roared angrily.
I'm your own sister! You convicted me without asking! Do you really hate me that much? Do you really think it's fake when I called the police? Juju, just admit your mistake. Gufeng won't blame you. How can you blame Gufeng instead?
If there were real gangsters, how could you be here safely?
I know you made this up because you hate me. It's okay. I can leave from today on.
Don't leave! She should be the one to leave! I'll send her abroad! Never let her come quick!
Don't break your sister hip for me, my whole heart.
Why can't you tolerate Minling? She is so kind and cute. You should be grateful to her. Get up now and apologize to Minling.
My brother grabbed my wrist and roughly pulled me off the hospital bed. A sharp pain shot through my unhealed left leg, and my weary bones felt as if they would snap in two at any moment. I fell to my knees before I could react, bracing myself on the cold, hard tiles, while a shrill ringing echoed in my head.
Stand up! Apologize to Minlin!
She is just a stranger I've known for a few months. What makes you ignore our family bond? Am I not your own sister?
My brother looked down at me, a sneer on his lips. Own sister. My heart tightened. Lu Guzi, you have overwhelmed me since childhood. Obviously, I am the eldest, but I was always stepped on by you. You stole Dad's attention and his training opportunities. His voice turned colder and colder, growing increasingly aggressive. How am I supposed to treat you like a younger sister? Minlin is the one who is truly gentle and considerate. She cares about my feelings and accepts me for who I am, but you always act condescending and mock me at every turn.
Why should you be the company president? Why should stop my project? My buddy likes you so much. Why don't you agree to marry him? Peishujir doesn't love you at all.
Listening to Lu Yufeng's words, I felt a chill like the bitter winter wind piercing through my bones. All my earnest efforts and the sibling affection I cherished had ultimately brought me nothing but ridicule and hatred. When I was little, father was always occupied with company business, and mother mostly doted on my elder brother, who had been frail since childhood. Ever since I was a child, I have kept striving relentlessly to become better. It's not that I never wanted to grab Dad's attention. Instead, I hoped to protect my elder brother. When I grew up, I spent a great deal of time and effort analyzing his real estate project, only to discover potential land contamination issues. Hasty development would have led to both financial losses and reputational damage. Yet his response was to tell me to get out of the company. His friend is an extremely chauvinistic domestic abuser who has been divorced twice. How could anyone marry such a man? As for the marriage alliance with the Pei family, I originally planned to step down from company management after getting married. I would let my elder brother take full charge, and all the resources brought by the Pei family would go to him entirely. I even thought that even if Pei Zuzi did not love me, I could endure a marriage with an outward show of harmony but inner estrangement for my brother's sake. Yet I never imagined that the brother I wanted to protect had long wished me dead from the bottom of his heart.
From now on, we go our separate ways. Cut off this blood bond.
I finished speaking coldly, and the last trace of warmth in my heart vanished completely. Just then, my father's secretary walked in.
Mr. Liu is back in Mrs. Liu's ward. Please come with me.
I was wheeled into the ward. Mother lay weakly in bed, yet forced herself to perk up and look at us. Father sat beside her, his face dark, his gaze fixed on my legs in the wheelchair.
Is this how you take care of your mother and sister?
It's all Lu Guzhi's doing. She made up the story about gangsters breaking in.
Enough. You are the one who made the big mistake.
You put your family's safety at risk all for a woman after getting hurt. Mother called Lu Yufeng many times, yet he never answered. Half-conscious, she even overheard the gangsters making a phone call to Lu Yufeng. He said casually,
"Kill them if you want. Stop disturbing me and Minlin watching the meteor shower. What bad luck."
Treated so coldly by her own son, the mother's heart was utterly broken. The elder brother's face darkened, yet he still wore an arrogant look, as if he had done nothing wrong. Sticking out his neck, he said, "How could there be such a coincidence? Right after I left with my men, bandits broke into the house to kill and rob. Mom, don't let that girl Lu Guzi fool you. This whole thing was a play she staged herself, just to trick me. I'm really speechless at his twisted logic and inexplicable overconfidence. Even at a time like this, he actually thinks I'm just fooling around and gambling with my life, and our mother's life. I held Mother's hand and patted the back of it gently, trying to calm her down. Mother looked pale and was breathing rapidly. She was clearly extremely upset by what my brother had said.
I gave birth to you for nothing! For a woman, you don't even trust your own sister and mother! You have disappointed me so much!
Mom! What are you talking about? How could I ignore you? I think you've been brainwashed by Lu Gujir too! I'll put it straight. There's no place for her in this family if I'm here. If you don't send her broad, I'll cut off our relationship!
He probably thought that as the only son of the Lu family, no matter how excellent I was, his parents would eventually choose him. Mother shook her head disappointedly, closed her eyes, and said weakly,
You have really disappointed me too much.
In that case, let's sever our relationship.
Brother's face turned pale instantly. He probably never expected that father would actually agree to sever ties with him. He had always thought that he was the heir of the Lu family, and no matter what he did, his parents would never abandon him.
Uncle, I know you are treating Gufang like this because you hate me. Gufang, Likai Gufang. I will leak immediately. Please don't unravel Gufang.
Shut. It's none of your business here.
Don't be angry. Please don't give up on Gufang.
My brother was heartbroken. He picked up Sui Minlin in one move and said stubbornly to my parents,
Enough. Don't beg them. Family like common is not worth having. Minling, let's go.
In my previous life,
Minling's suicide note said everything was a self-directed play by you, just to trick me away and harm her. You were the vicious person who killed Minling and ruined Mother.
I thought he was just deceived by Sui Minlin in my previous life. Now it seems that he just refuses to believe that all mistakes are caused by him.
Stop. Since you want to leave, leave with nothing. Don't take a single penny.
Dad, you get out!
Father roared, cutting him off. Lu Gufeng hugged Sui Minlin and walked out without looking back.
Lu family? Without me, the Lu family is nothing!
After the ward returned to calm, Mother's mood had been very low, and Father was also taciturn. I knew they were all sad about Lu Gufeng.
Mom, don't worry. I will take care of everything.
Xiaozhi, you have really grown up.
Father is a man of his word. He suspended all of Lu Gufeng's positions and announced that I am the heir. He also personally presided over the board of directors to submit the relevant statement. As for Lu Gufeng, he was completely stripped from the company system as quickly as possible. His unlimited credit card under his name was suspended, and his personal driver was fired. Even his residence was a temporarily rented villa. Lu Gufeng's anger was almost uncontrollable. He announced to the world through various channels that he would start a brand new company to rival us. He even live-streamed on social media and said proudly to the camera,
Lu's without me is just an empty shell, not worth mentioning.
Lu Gujir.
The bullet comments in the live room quickly scrolled, with some cheering and some jeering. I ignored it completely.
Just wait and see what my good sister Lu Gujir can do with this company!
It was his own ridiculous show, and I had no interest in playing along. I buried myself in a stack of documents on my desk. The newly taken over project had already taken shape, and I had reviewed the suggestions put forward by several senior executives of the team. The acceptance of my succession within Lus was actually very high. Compared with Lu Gufeng's long-term arbitrary behavior and blind investment,
Get out! If you can't do it well, get out!
my keen insight in business and consistent decisive decisions had long conquered many people. Since I took office, the work had progressed in an orderly manner, and almost no one questioned my ability. Secretary Xiao Xiong clicked her tongue in amazement.
Mr. Lu, are you really this calm? The internet is buzzing about this, and people even say he will steal Lu's resources.
I picked up the red signature pen to sign. I replied calmly.
What can he steal with? A live-streamed empty shell company?
Xiao Xiong suddenly realized. I leaned back in the chair and looked out the window. When we were young, he broke the vase but said it was me who did it. He overestimated his own charm too much, and underestimated the coldness and cruelty of reality. As I expected, Although Lu Yufeng's small company made a high-profile debut and held a grand opening ceremony, very few enterprises were willing to cooperate. Some small companies want to cooperate, but he mocks them.
Mr. Liu, our company has a project that we want to collaborate with you on, and we hope you can consider it.
You can't even come up with a decent investment amount. How you talk about cooperate? Get out of my sight.
Their faces turned ashen, eyes filled with anger. They turned and left, slamming the door heavily. And Lu Yufeng's company immediately fell into a state of being ignored, with the office atmosphere freezing cold. Sui Minlin, who had initially been able to swagger around relying on him, began to panic when she saw no income coming in.
Gufeng, why don't we take on some small projects first? No matter how small, as long as we have some Reino.
Minling, do you think I will fail? Do you even believe me anymore?
Sui Minlin shivered all over under his bloodshot eyes and stammered, not daring to say another word. Lu Yufeng had very little savings left, with only a mere 20,000 yuan balance in his bank account, which made him toss and turn all night, unable to sleep. Until one late night, he finally put down his ridiculous pride and reconnected with several small project leaders, whom he had publicly driven away.
Manager Wang, it's me, Lu Gufeng.
Oh, it's you, Lu Gufeng. I thought you were too good to call me.
The cold rejections and sharp sarcasm from the other end of the phone made his anger spiral out of control instantly.
Bastards! Oh, bastards!
Anger boiled in his chest, but he had no way to turn the tide. Sui Minlin silently cleaned up the broken phone beside him, listening to his roars. She keenly realized that the Lu family had really completely abandoned Lu Yufeng.
Hey baby, I miss you so much. When can I see you?
She turned her attention to Pei Zuzi again, sending him countless ambiguous messages every day, but all of them went unanswered. In the past, as long as she took the initiative a little, Pei Zuzi would have been interested in her long ago. Sui Minlin bit her lip and cursed Pei Zuzi for being ungrateful in her heart. At this time, the news of my breakup with Pei Zuzi had spread throughout the upper-class circle.
Guji, this champagne is excellent. You must try it.
However, Pei Zuzi was acting out of character, fawning over me as if he wanted to give me his heart, but completely ignored Sui Minlin's advances. Unwilling to give up, Sui Minlin took out her phone again, and quickly swiped her finger on the screen, editing a new ambiguous message. Just as her finger was about to press the send button, a hand suddenly reached out and snatched her phone away. He stood behind Sui Minlin, his eyes full of anger, the phone in his hand seeming as if it could be crushed at any moment. Sui Minlin suddenly turned her head, her eyes filled with terror and panic, her body unconsciously shrinking back.
What do you mean? Hooking up with another man behind my back?
Lu Yufeng's eyes were bloodshot, staring fiercely at Sui Minlin, his voice full of overwhelming anger and the pain of betrayal.
Gufeng, don't understand.
Just what? Just think I'm down and out and want to find another sugar baddie, right? Even you want to betray me? Even you want to abandon me?
Sui Minlin struggled desperately, her breathing becoming more and more difficult, and everything in front of her began to blur. The instinct of survival made her grab the jade sculpture on the table and smash it hard at Lu Yufeng. Lu Yufeng let out a muffled groan and fell to the ground. Sui Minlin covered her neck and coughed violently. Looking at Lu Yufeng lying on the ground, there was no trace of worry in her eyes, only full of disgust and sarcasm.
Look at you! Without your parents' protection, you are just a waste! I don't want to live this poor life with you. I originally expected you to make a comeback, but I didn't expect you some useless.
Lu Yufeng looked at her in disbelief. Tears streamed from the corners of his eyes.
Minlin, didn't you say you loved me? You obviously didn't love money so much before.
Lu Yufeng looked at her in disbelief. Tears streamed from the corners of his eyes. She didn't love luxury goods and didn't admire vanity.
I don't like these myself.
He was deeply attracted by her pure temperament and thought she was the true love of his life. Sui Minlin spat.
Who doesn't love money? If you had known me, would I have seduced you? Stop dreaming. Rot here by yourself.
She tidied up her messy clothes and turned to leave. The injuries on her body could still be used to gain sympathy from Pei Zuzi, and maybe she could salvage this relationship. She walked to the door, turned the handle, and was about to open it. She had just opened the door when a policeman in uniform stopped her.
Hello. According to the confessions of the gangsters in the Louis family's home invasion and assault chase, you need to come with us as a suspect.
Sui Minlin panicked instantly. Lu Yufeng slowly stood up.
No, it's none of my business! None of my business!
was you! It was you! You made me like this! You even wanted someone to kill my mother and sister!
The gangsters confessed that they hated the Liu family because their company was maliciously suppressed and bankrupted by the Liu family, and their parents died of cerebral hemorrhage in anger, not even having enough money for rescue. Sui Minlin found them and gave them a sum of money.
Gufeng, that company is so annoying. Guza hates them the most.
Bring down Lu Guza's company for me.
She incited Liu Gufeng to suppress me.
I didn't do it! They are framing me!
In the interrogation room, Sui Minlin hoarsely denied all charges, but in the face of irrefutable evidence, all her sophistry seemed pale and weak. Sui Minlin's psychological defense completely collapsed. She cried bitterly and regretted it, but it was all in vain. 3 days later, a disheveled figure appeared at the gate of the Liu family villa. Liu Gufeng had lost a lot of weight, had a stubbly beard, and was wearing dirty clothes, looking like a homeless man. He was carrying some cheap fruits, saying he came to apologize to his parents. The housekeeper stopped him expressionlessly.
Mr. Liu said he has no son.
Liu Gufeng's face changed, and he wanted to say something, but was forced back by the housekeeper's cold eyes. At this moment, Pei Ziuzi walked over gracefully in a suit, holding a bouquet of flowers. When he saw Liu Gufeng, a trace of mockery flashed in his eyes.
Oh, isn't this young Liu? How'd you end up like this?
Liu Gufeng glared at him fiercely, and said nothing. Pei Ziuzi completely ignored his existence, walked straight to the housekeeper, adjusted his suit collar, put on a standard gentleman's smile, bowed slightly and said,
Hello, I'm here to visit Guji.
Our lady said that if you come again, she will call the police.
The smile on Pei Ziuzi's face froze instantly, and he stood there stunned, as if he couldn't believe his ears. The petals of the rose in my hand gently fall. Liu Gufeng was gloating on the side. He slowly turned his head, looked blankly at the window of Liu Guza's room on the second floor, his lips trembling slightly, as if silently asking why. Sunlight shone through the gaps in the leaves on his face, half bright and half dark, looking extremely strange. My hands shake so much that I can't even hold a rose. I stood behind the thick velvet curtain, only one eye showing, watching the scene downstairs coldly. Once, I loved him more than my life. I could give up everything for him, but he abandoned me like a pair of worn-out shoes and hurt me deeply.
I used to think that the two most important people in my life were the two men standing outside my window. But now, I just feel sorry for them. They're just two people who lost their way. And I'm finally free.
Now, they were like two drowning dogs, mercilessly rejected at my door. A cold smile curled at the corner of my mouth as I slowly turned away from the window. All the choices of fate will eventually yield their inevitable results. The main gate slowly closed, sunlight poured over the entire villa, and everything looked fresh and beautiful.